Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm a personal trainer at the Toronto Athletic Club. Our exercise progression today is we're going to be building up towards a push-up. To understand how to position ourselves appropriately for the push-up, we're going to do a precursor to that and look at the plank. So what I'm going to have Andrea do is to set herself up in the best position for her. I'm going to have her start on all fours. So she's going to set herself up where her hands are directly underneath her shoulders and her knees are right underneath her hips. What I'm going to have her do is start to progressively walk her hands forward, allowing her hips to come forward with her, and then lowering down onto her forearms. You'll notice that her elbows still stay right underneath her shoulder joint. What I'm gonna have her do is relax her shoulder blades just a little, good. And what we're looking for here is kind of the first step to the plank. If it's tough to hold this position, I'll probably have you practice it here before we progress any further. What I want her to make sure is that she can actually create some abdominal tension from below, pressing up. So one way you can think about that is if you were to have hands on the base of your spine, she can use her abs to actually push up into my hand. This way we won't be using our back muscles to hold this position. If she's comfortable stabilizing through here, what I'll have her do is start to place her toes on the ground, bring her knees up off the floor, and our goal here is to maintain a nice neutral spine through here. One position that we tend to get into if we start to either release our abs or start to fatigue is our hips will start to sag and our back will excessively arch. That again is our abs holding us up in that position while we can still maintain a long spine here. Again, make sure you're not driving your elbows down into the ground. So if you're to drive down, we'll start to see the shoulder blades separate and we'll start to lose our position through here. We want to make sure that our shoulder blades are relaxed, our abs are engaged, and we can maintain a nice straight spine. So now that we've taught Andrea an appropriate way to stabilize her spine in a plank position, we can now actually build that into a push-up. So I'm gonna have Andrea start in a very similar spot as we did with the plank. However, she's actually just gonna be in a straight arm position. So when she starts to now lift her knees up, she's gonna be in effectively a straight arm plank here. We're still cueing the abdominal stability through the front, so she's using her abs to hold her up here. Her shoulder blades are relatively relaxed, but they're also sort of sliding down and back. And what she's gonna do is start to flare her elbows out to the sides as she squeezes her shoulder blades and lowers her chest towards the floor. What we gotta make sure here is that her chest leads her down and not her chin. From this bottom position, she's gonna tighten up her abs and now push back up to where she came from. You'll notice that she's able to maintain an entirely straight spine, same way to the plank. All we're effectively doing is just allowing the arms to move. Go for it. We're lowering down, pressing down into the floor, tightening the abs as she presses, coming up as one solid unit.